and fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Conner looking for space. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return is Cohen. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game, and of course we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters are Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen. Don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes Cohen. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Stays on his feet, and he breaks through another tackle. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He won't go down. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn it and hand it to him, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And last year's rushing and total touchdown leader Todd Gurley caps it with his first of the game here. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, it's Conner. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Able to push his way through. And another tackle broken. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mahomes to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Call that a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Michael Thomas, 26 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed